It's been a hot minute since we've done one of these, but this is my top 5 things for this week. It would have been longer, but I've only had 5 things that I think deserve an 8 or higher. This is the first week of the winter 2025 season, and there have been some absolute bangers this week. Mind you, this is coming out on Thursday. We only count the things that came out before Sunday, or before. And there are a couple of double ups on here. But we'll get to that. For our number 5 slot, though, we have In the Clear Moonlit Dusk. And I know that this image looks washed out as hell, but this may be one of my favorite first episodes for a slice of life romance I've ever seen. We have our 2 princes up here. One is a girl who hates the fact that everyone calls her the prince, hates the fact that everyone assumes that she's a guy because she has a very handsome face. She's got a rather deep voice for a woman, and she's slender and tall. I don't get it, but she makes all of the girls' hearts go ba-dum ba-dum. In comes the probationary prince, who is our one that is cupping her face, who is an absolute ledge. And I say that with the pure understanding that this guy knocked her over, thought she was a guy, and his opinion did not change. Either way, he was like, "You are beautiful." Wait, you're a guy. Okay. And it's just like, yeah, he understands what he finds attractive. He doesn't really seem to mind too much of the gender. It's just a, hey, maybe I don't want to do something with you. I still find you very attractive. But was very happy to find out that this is actually somebody of the gender he prefers, and now is never wanting to take his eyes off of her. Sounds creepy, was romantic in the moment. In our number 4 slot, we have, God, I should have made sure I knew what the name of this one was, Shibayugi Demeshi Noku, which is my terrible pronunciation, but is something to the effect of playing death games to put food on the table. Where our main character, who is dressed as a maid in this first episode, because everyone's dressed as a maid in this first episode, mind you, word of warning, 45-minute long first episode. Yeah. Is competing in death games. Where they have been treated before they go in there so that instead of blood, fluff will come out. That's how you get around censorship, ladies and gentlemen. And it's basically if Saw was an anime, but they let the people in Saw become better friends before they put them in the traps. And in the end, somebody might have to die anyway. These guys cut off limbs to try and help each other survive. One of them has to carry the torso of another one. Luckily, no blood dripping, no blood loss. It's all good. But it's a lot, I won't lie. But it's also so amazingly done. The animation is great. The scoring for it is great. And yeah, it took me by surprise in a couple of spots. Speaking of things that took me by surprise in a couple of spots, Aya-chan isn't so scary. Well, isn't scary. This is coming from the most haunted preschool of all time. Because in this episode, I'm pretty sure we see Kaya-chan deal with 4 separate ghosts. Because these ghosts are attacking children. And Kaya-chan is the world's strongest psychic. For reasons that we find out that are terrifying. And really sad when we look at them. That one I'm not going to spoil on here. But Kaya-chan basically is going around and beating the shit out of ghosts when she finds them. She finds one ghost that's trying to pull people into the toilet, another one that's trying to pull them into books, and one that's trying to shove them off of a swing into its open mouth. These seem like the child equivalent of Courage the Cowardly Dog, because so many of these things are like, yeah, this is what a kid thinks could happen, and this is like the creepy ramifications of that. And I am a huge fan of that. In our number 2 slot, we have JJK. And this is where we had the double up, because both episodes came out this week. These are the 2 episodes that I believe were in the movie that released at the end of last year. And both of them scored high enough to get in the top 5. Yeah. I am loving some things from this. I really appreciate that the kid whose name is escaping me now from JJK 0 has come back and is a main player, or at least seems like a main player. His spirit thing that I thought had basically been exercised off of him is terrifying, and really damn effective. It's also, I thought that the main dude was strong enough to be able to deal with that shit, because he's meant to be another special grade. Yeah, he's got 15 fingers in him now, which is a weird thing to say, but this thing manhandles him. He sits him, and it's just excellent. Like, that is a great way to end an episode. Just make it look like this guy is going to die, because a giant spirit holds him in place and he gets shivved with a shank and shanked with a shiv. Great fucking scene. Our second episode has a lot more explanation behind it, because obviously not dead, but technically dead for a second, then reverse curse technique to heal. Still fun. I kinda wish he'd actually died, because he has too many MacGuffin-y ways to save his life. Like, it's, if I die, Sukino's just going to pop out and then I'm not dead. This guy stabbed me, no, but he reverse healed me. And it's, the only thing that I like from it is the fact that every time he's been messed up, he's got the scars still from it. And that's something that a lot of shows would have stepped away from. I'm really glad they didn't. But our number 1 slot is what could be the greatest action anime of this year. It's still real early, we're only 14 days in, but Sentenced to Be a Hero looks so fucking dope. We had the perfect mix of CG and drawn animation. We had this girl right here is one of the best designed characters I've seen outside of Gachi Akira in the last like 5 years. I love her little hair flame, because when she's using her powers, that thing is burning and it moves around like a flame. The only drawback, the only reason this wasn't a 9, kind of got tired of exploding knives. But to be fair, he is an exploding knife guy. His god let him summon extra weapons. It's what he's gonna do. But that's it for this week. What's been your favorite thing so far this season? Let me know down below, and while you're down there, give us a thumbs up and hit that sub button. I've been Faye, you've been awesome, and I'll see you